1d10, 1d10, 6d10, 1d10, 2, 6d10, 1d10, 2d10, 1d, 2d, 1d10, 1, 2, 2d, 1d, 1d10, 2, 7d, 8d10, 1, 1d10, 7d10, 2d10, 1d10, 1d10, 1, 1, 3, 9d10, 1, 1, 3d10, 5d10, 2d, 6d, 9, 7d, 9, 8d10, 3, 4, 5, 5d, 2, 2d10, 1d, 9d10, 2d10, 6d10, 5d10, 5d, 2d10, 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 8d10, 6d10, 1d, 1d, 6, 1, 2d10, 7, 8d10, 9, 7, 7d10, 9d10, 9, 6d, 5d, 7d10, 4d10, 4d10, 3d10, 8, 7d10, 8d10, 1d10, 4, 2d10, 6d10, 1d10, 9, 5d10, 3d, 2d, 5d10, 4, 5d, 4d10, 3d10, 1, 7d10, 2d, 2d10, 1d, 3, 1d10, 4d10, 1, 1d, 1d10, 2, 2d, 5d10, 6, 4, 7d10, 2d10, 6d10, 2, 9d10, 5d10, 2, 1, 3d10, 7d10, 4d10, 2, 1d10, 5d, 1d10, 3d10, 1d10, 8d10, 7d10, 4d10, 3d10, 4, 3d10, 2d, 8, 7, 1d10, 5d10, 2d10, 2d, 8d10, 1d10, 8d10, 7d, 6d, 1d10, 6d10, 3d, 4d10, 6d10, 6d10, 4d10, 6d10, 8d10, 8d10, 5d10, 1d10, 3d10, 1d10, 5d10, 3d10, 6d10, 2d10, 7d10, 4d10, 7d10, 9d10, 8, 9d10, 2d10, 3d, 8d10, 8, 8d10, 8d10, 5d, 6d10, 1, 2d10, 8d, 6d10, 2d, 1d, 1d10, 1, 9d, 7, 6d10, 2d10, 6d10, 2d10, 4d, 1d10, 6d10, 2d10, 8, 4d10, 1, 6d, 7d10, 5d10, 6, 3d, 2, 1, 1, 8d10, 5d10, 1d10, 3d10, 3d10, 4d10, 1d10, 7d10, 5d10, 8d10, 1, 1, 9d10, 3d, 8, 5d10, 7, 1d10, 9, 1d10, 2d10, 1d, 1, 9, 4d, 6, 5d, 5d10, 6, 9d10, 6, 6d, 1d10, 2d10, 1d10, 1d, 8, 3d10, 9d10, 7, 4d10, 3d, 6, 7d10, 4d10, 8d10, 1d10, 3d10, 7, 6d10, 2d10, 2d10, 6d10, 9d10, 6d10, 5d10, 4, 3d10, 3, 6d10, 2d10, 1, 1d, 9d10, 8, 7d10, 5, 9d10, 6d10, 2, 4d10, 2d10, 8d10, 8, 6, 6d10, 5d, 5, 1d10, 3d10, 1d10, 2d10, 2, 2d10, 5d10, 5, 5d10, 6d10, 6, 5d, 5, 3, 2d10, 2d10, 8d10, 4, 3, 5d, 3d, 4d, 5d, 5d10, 5d, 8d10, three, 2d10, 5d, 4, 3d, 2d10, 1d10, 2, 6d10, 1, 8d10, 2d, 1, 1, 7d10, 6d10, 1d10, 5d10, 7d, 9, 1d10, 3, 8, 1d, 9, 8d, 6d, 5d, 6d10, 3d10, 1, 1d10, 1d, 2d10, 2d, 1d10, 1d, 1d10, 2, 1, 1d10, 2d, 2d, 1, 2, 1, 8d10, 2d10, 7d10, 1d10, 1d10, 2d10, 3, 1d10, Pulse anti 1d1, 1d, Shermatic chat, imp, 6d, 8, 9d9, 8d9, 7, 8, chat recado d testos, 1d10, Shermatic chat, 6, 8d9, 7, chat recado d test, 1d10, 1, 2d10, 9, 8d, 1d10, 2d10, 4, 2d, 1d10, 1d10, 2d, 1, 2, 5d10, 1, 9d10, 2d10, 2d10, 2d, 4d10, 5d10, 1d10, 7, 8d, 5d10, 3, 9d10, 8d10, 6d10, 5d10, 8, 9d10, 3d10, 1d10, 2, 1d, 5d10, 4d10, 5, 1d10, 1d10, 7, 9d10, 9d10, 1d10, 8d10, 8, 3, 4d10, 3d, 1d10, 1d10, 6d10, 6, 2d10, 1d10, 3d, 1, 8, 8d10, 9d10, 9d, 4, 7d10, 4d10, 3d10, 4d, 2d, 2d10, 9d10, 9, 5d10, 8, 4d10, 4d, 4d10, 1d, 8d10, 2d10, 3d, 2d, 2, 4d10, 7d, 3d10, 2d10, 1d10, 4, 1d10, 2d, 1d10, 8, 1d10, 3d10, 1, 2, 7d, 1d, 1d10, 2, 1, 3d10, 2d10, 1, 8d, 8, 9d10, 8d, 1d10, 7d10, 8d10, 2d10, 1d, 8d10, 2d10, 7, 5d, 2d10, 1d10, 1d10, 3d10, 4d10, 2d10, 8d10, 2d, 9d10, 4, 3, 2, 1d10, 8d10, 1d10, 3d10, 1d10, 4, 1, 9, 7, 5d10, 1d, 2d10, 2d10, 3, 1d10, 5d, 2d10, 1d10, 4d, 2d10, 1d10, 1d10, 4d10, 1d, 1d10, 1d10, 7d10, 8 3, 2d10, 3d10, 9d10. 1d10, 1d10, 2, 1, 2, Ricardo D, at 7, 6, 12d, 1d, 1, 1, 8d, 1d, 2, 1d, 1, 2d10, 9d10, 3, 2, 7d10, 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 3, 4d10, 1d10, 2d10, 9d, 4d10, 3d10, 9d, 2d, 4, 9, 5, 3, 1, 1, 1d10, 8d, 9d10, 2d10, 1d10, 1d10, 3d, 2d10, 1d10, 2d10, 8, 7, 5d10, 8d10, 7, 2d10, 7d10, 2d10, 2d, 6d10, 1d10, 5d10, 3d10, 2d, 8d10, 5d10, 2d10, 8, 6d10, 4d10, 7d10, 8d, 5d10, 8, 4d10, 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 4d, 2, 1d10, 2, 1d, 2d10, 3d10, 2, 2d10, 1d, 1d10, 3, 1, 1, 9d10, 7d10, 6d, 3d10, 8d10, 9d10, 9, 7, 5, 9, 8d10, 1d10, 6d10, 1, 1d10, 2, 2d10, 2d10, 3, 6d10, 3d, 2d10, 2d10, 2, 6d10, 5d10, 5d10, 7, 1d10, 2, 2d10, 1d10, 1, 1, 1d, 3d, 1d, 1, 1d10, 1d, 2d10, 2d10, 9, 6d10, 5d10, 4d10, 1, 1d10, 2d, 2, 2d10, 2d10, 1d10, 2d, 2d10, 2d10, 5d10, 7, 8d10, 2d10, 2d, 9d, 8d10, 1, 4, 3d, 3d10, 8d10, 1d, 8d10, 8d10, 9d10, 8d10, 9d10, 3d10, 2d10, 3d, 1d, 2d10, 9d, 4d, 5d10, 6, 7d10, 8d, 1, 2d10, 2d10, 1d10, 7d10, 6d10, 1, 6d, 8, 1d10, 6d10, 2, 2, 3d10, 4, 2d10, 2, 2d10, 1d10, 8d10, 6, 6d, 8d10, 1d, 2d10, 2d10, 4d10, 4d10, 2d, 9d10, 1d10, Sherma to chat, 6, chat record. 6d10 2 1 6 6d10 8d10 6d10 1d10 2 1d10 5d10 1 2d10 6d10 9d10 2d10 6d10 8 1 1 Posanti 2 16 7 20 4d 4d10 1d10 1d10 2d10 3 8 2d10 1d 4 1 9 8 5d 5d10 1d 1 9d 7d 2d10 1 2d 1 9 5 2d10 3d 1 6d 8d10 5d10 4d10 5d10 1 4d 4d10 9d10 2d10 1 1d10 1d 2d10 2d10 6d10 8 4 4 19 7 5 5d 3d 2d10 3d10 1d10 1 9d10 1d10 5 2d10 1d10 1d10 2d 9d10 5d10 6 3 3d10 2 5 1d10 6d10 7d10 2d 2d10 4 3d10 1d10 2d10 8 5d10 2d10 1d10 1d10 2d10 3 2d10 4 9d10 9d 6 4 2d10 2 1d 4d 9d 9d 7d10 2 1 1d10 5 5 2d 2 1d10 2d10 2d10 1 1d10 3d10 1d10 1 9d10 9 1d10 8d 4d10 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 1 2 5 6 6d10 4 3 4d10 4d10 3 11d L 6 80 40 209 80 1 1 100 100 9 K LT 20 D 150 50 3D10 3D10 2 5D 4D10 5D10 1D10 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 3 2D 4D10 5D 4D 3D10 Sk 1 Sk L 6 L 4 82D LT 4 LT 40 49 6 8 20 21, 1, 2d10, 2d, 6d10, 2d, 3d, 8d10, 9d10, 1d10, 2d, 3d, 4d10, 5, 2d10, 2, 3, 6d10, 7d10, 7d10, 8d, 9d, 3, 6, 4d, 2d10, 2, 4, 7, 8, 5d, 4d10, 2, 9d10, 2d, 9, 7d10, 3d, 9d, 6d10, 9d10, 3d10, 1, 2d10, 2, 6d10, 1d10, 2d10, 7d10, 8d10, 6d, 6d10, 5d10, 8d10, 6, 5, 9d, 20, 24, 3d10, 5d10, 4d10, 9d, 9, 9d10, 9d10, 20, 100, 129, 9, 9, 9, 9d10, 9d10, 8d10, 8d10, 7d10, 7d, 7d10, 4d, 1d10, 1d10, 2, 2, 1d10, 1, 1, 1d, 1d, 1, 2d10, 1, 1d, 2d10, 6, 5, 2d10, 2, 3d, 2d10, 2d10, 5d, 4d, 3d10, 1d10, 2d10, 1d10, 5, 5d10, 7d, at 8, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 200, 2, 2, 200, 2, 200, 2, 4, 4, 2, 2, 1d, 1d10, 2d, 9, 7, 4d, 2d, 1d10, 2d10, 2d, 3, 1d10, 2d10, 2d10, 1d, 3d10, 1, 1d10, 2, 1, 7d, 5d10, 1d10, 2d10, 2d, 1d10, 4d10, 8d10, 3d10, 1d10, 9, 2, 1d, 1, 9, 2, 1, 1d, 1d, 1d10, 2d10, 1, 270d, 294, 2, 200, 2d, 1d10, 6, 7, 1d, 2d, 6, 2d10, 2, 2, 1, 2d10, 8, 18d, 200, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 6, 8, 10, 4d10, 4d10, 1, 7, 5d, 2d10, 2d10, 1, 9d10, 1, 6d10, 6d, 3, 8d10, 2d, 3d, 3d, 6d10, 2d10, 2d10, 8d10, 9, 9, 9d, 20, 9d10, 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 20, 3, 9d10, 4d10, 7d10, 7d10, 5d10, 5d10, 2d, Sherma to Chad, 6, 8, Chad Raycom, 1, 4, 2, 4d10, 1, 9d10, 2d, 9d, 7, 8, 2, 200, 5, 5d, 6d10, 6d10, 1d, 2, 40, 20, 1d, 8d10, 7d10, 2d10, 1d10, 2d, 3d, 4d10, 3d, 9, 8d10, 7d10, 6d10, 4, 3d10, 3d, 2d, 5d, 9d10, 2d, 1, 2d, 3d, 2d, 2d10, 4, 1, 9, 8d, 7d10, 2d, 2d, 4, 8d10, 2d10, 7d10, 8d, 1d10, 1, 2d, 2d10, 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 2d, 2d10, 1d10, 5d10, 6, 1, 4d10, 20, 1, 100, 2, 1, 200, 200, 2, 100, 2d10, 20, 40, 50, 20, 20, 10d, 90, 11d, 11d, 90, 7, 11d, 2d10, 9, 12, 70, 4d10, 2d, 8, 7d10, 9, 6, 10d, 2d, 1, 3d10, 2d10, 8d, 4d, 3, 2d10, 9, 5, 1d10, 9d10, 2d, 1d10, 1d10, 1, 2, 224, LT, 10, 9, 4, 12, L, 6, 60, 7, 70, 71d, 2d, 2d10, 6d10, 2, 1, 3d10, 2, 4d10, 2d10, 2d10, 3d10, 2d, 2d10, 6d, 6d10, 3d, 4d10, 2d10, 5d10, 4d, 6d10, 1d10, 3, 6, 2d10, 2d, 3d10, 3d, 4, 3, 3d10, 3, 2d10, 9d10, 8d10, 7d, 7d10, 2d10, 1d10, 7, 80, 40, 7, 9d10, 1d10, 6D, 5D10, 1D10, 7D10, 3D, 4D, 5D, 2D10, 1D10, 4D10, 7D10, 6D10, 7D10, 7D10, 9, 60, 1, 2, 200D, K, at 80, 1, 60, 70, 73, 1, 90, 130, 91, 8D10, 4D, 1D10, 6, 4D10, 2D10, 7D10, 1D, 9D10, 1D10, 1, 9D, 9D, 1, 5D, 2D, 2, 4, 5, 4, 1D10, 2D, 1D, 2D, 2D, 9, 8D, 2D, 1D, 1D, 1, 2D10, 2D, 2, 1, 6, 8D, 6D10, 2D10, 9D, 9D10, 4D10, 2D10, 7D10, 4D10, 2D, 2D10, 6, 5D, 4D, 5D10, 4D10, 5D10, 9D, 6D10, 6D, 2D10, 4D10, 1D10, 2D10, 1D10, 8D10, 3, 7D10, 8, 9D10, 6D10, 6D10, 2D10, 7D10, 2D, 5D, 2D10, 2D, 1D10, 1D10, 9D10, Sherma to chat, chat recorder, 2D, 5, 2D, 2D10, 3D10, 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 6D10, 6D10, 3, 5D10, 1D, 2D10, 1, 8, 6D10, 1D10, 4D10, 3, 7D10, 5D10, 1, 2, 2D10, 2D10, 1D, 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 1D10, 1D10, 1, 2D10, 1D10, 2D10, 2D10, 1, 1D, 1D, 1D10, 2D10, 2D10, 3, 1D10, 9D10, 1D10, 1D, 2D, 4D10, 5D10, 7D, 8D10, 2D10, 7D10, 8D10, 9D, 9D10, 1D10, 2D10, 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 1D, 2d10, 3d10, 1d, 2d10, Shermata chat, 6, 7, 8, chat Ricardo d, 2d10, 2d10, 9, 2d10, 2d10, 3d10, 1d10, 2d10, 3d10, 1d10, 3d10, 2d10, 1d10, 2d10, 9, 8d10, 7d10, 7d10, 4d10, 4d10, 2d10, 1d10, 1d10, 2d10, 6d10, 5d, 5d10, 7d, 7, 4d10, 9d, 9d10, 8, 20, 9, 104, 190, 1d10, 9d10, 9d10, 7, 4, 8d10, 6, 4d10, 5d10, 1d10, 2d10, 3d, 3d10, 8, 9d10, 1d10, 1d10, 2d10, 1d10, 9d10, 1d10, 1d10, 2d10, 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 1d10, 3, 3d, 3d10, 3, 2d, 9d10, 8, 1, 1d, 6d10, 7, 6d, 1d10, 8, 9d10, 4d, 3d10, 1d, 1d, 5d, 5d, 7, 8d10, 5d10, 9, 6, 5d, 2d10, 2, 9d10, 9d, 9d, 9d10, 1d10, 1, 9d10, 6d, 7d10, 5, 2d10, 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 1d10, 1d10, 3d, 8d10, 8d10, 7, 7d10, 7, 6d, 8d10, 8d10, 4d, 1d10, 1d, 1d10, 8d10, 6d, 116d, 1, 20, 7d, 7d10, 4d10, 4, 3d, 3d, 2d, 2d10, 2d, 2d10, 2d10, 9, 20, 20, L, 1, 1, L, 1, 220, 200, 200, 200, 200, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1d10, 1, 3, 2d, 1, 2d, 2d10, 2d10, 4d10, 5, 3d10, 3d, 2d10, 1d10, 1d, 2d, 1d10, 2d10, 9, 9, 8d10, 8d, 9, 9d10, 8d, 7, 2d10, 8d10, 6, 2d, 8d10, 4, 4d10, 6d10, 2, 2d10, 9d10, 6, 6, 5, 3, 2d, 1d, 1d, 2d10, 9d10, 6d10, 3d10, 2d10, 6d, 5, 5, 5d10, 3d, 3d10, 2, 1d, 2, 2d10, 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 3, 5d10, 80, 2, 2d10, 7d10, 8, 9, 8d10, 1, 1, 10, 20, 30, 30, 70, 2, 1, 2, 40, 3, 3, 1d10, 9, 6, 7d10, 7d10, 6d10, 3d10, 2d10, 9d10, 1d10, 7d10, 7d10, 70, 8d10, 7d10, 7d10, 1d10, 5d10, 8d10, 8d10, 2d10, 8d10, 4, 3, 6d10, 4d10, 1d10, 1, 1, 6d10, 1d10, 8, 51d1, 20, 8, 80, 200, 8, 260, 90, 294, 64, 200, 285, 9d10, 5d10, 3d, 1, 2d, 2, 9d, 54, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 118d, 294, 190, LT, 90, 80, 12, LT, 6, 2, LT, 11, 50, 90, 57, 57, 5D10, 5D10, 5, 5D10, 3D10, 2D10, 2D, 6D10, 4D10, 2D10, 1, 2D, 1D10, 4D10, 2, 1D, 2D10, 9, 2D10, 9D10, 8D10, 8D, 6, 5D10, 4D10, 4D, 3D10, 2D10, 2D, 1, 2D10, 2D10, 1D10, 5D10, Sherma to chat, 6, 8D, 9, 8, 7D, chat 1 Sherma to chat 6 7 deal chat Ricardo 1d10 4d10 2 1 1 1d10 8d10 8d10 9d10 7d10 6 5 4d10 4d10 3d10 5d 1 2d 1d 1d10 2d10 1 1 9 2d10 1d10 1d10 2d10 1d10 2d10 9d10 5d10 4d10 4 4d10 4 5d10 3d 4d10 8 Skada 3d 108 ativo at Skate 12 6 3 2 2d 8d10 1d10 1d10 2d10 7d10 6d 9d10 6d10 1d10 2 3d10 3 4d10 4d10 4 8 5d 6d10 1d 1 9d10 7d10 3d10 2d10 8 1d10 3d10 1d 2d10 8 8 3d10 7d10 2d10 1d10 3d10 1 2d10 9d10 9d10 1 1d10 3 3d10 1d 2 1d10 9d10 8 6 6d 6d10 6d 6d 5d10 4d10 4 1d10 8 4 1d 2d 1 1d10 2d10 50 9 2d10 9d10 2d10 6d10 1d10 1d10 5d10 8d10 1 1 2d10 8 5d10 1d 2 2d 1d10 9d 9 8 2d 2d10 5 5d 1 1 3d10 1d10 2D, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1D10, 2, 2D10, 4D10, 3D10, 2D, 1, 2D10, 50, 80, 90D, 1, LT, 10, 11, 11, 30, 2, 2, 2D10, 2D, 1D10, 6, 7D10, 4D, 5D10, 5D, 5D, 5D10, 5D10, 1D10, 2D10, 12, 50, 7, 2, 3D10, 5D, 4D10, 3D10, 3, 6D10, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3D10, 90, 9, 9, 9, 3, 1, 2D10, 2D, 9, 90, 1, 1, 2D, 1, 1D10, 1D, 1D10, 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 2D10, 1D10, 1, 2D10, 3D10, 1D10, 1D, 1D10, 7D10, 7D10, 6, 9D10, 5D10, 1D, 1, 6D10, 1D10, 7D10, 7D, 5D10, 5, 5, 5D10, 5, 5D10, 5D10, 4D, 3D10, 6D10, 6D, 7D10, 7D10, 4, 3D, 3D10, 2D10, 1, 2D, 1, 9D10, 20, 9, 9D10, 9D, 8, 7D10, 7D, 6D10, 2D10, 9D10, 2D, 7, 7D10, 6, 3D, 1, 2, 2D, 2D, 1D10, 2D10, 7, 4D10, 8, 3, 2, 2, 1D, 2D10, 1D, 2D10, 8D10, 6D10, 4D, 2D10, 2D10, 4D, 2, 2D10, 8, 3, 9D10, 7D10, 5D10, 5D10, 3D10, 1D10, 2D, 2D10, 2D, 1, 2, 5, 8, 2D10,